What up, Talkin fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up at 4 with Mike Orr and my man Cedric Benn in the den, doing what we do best, and that's bringing you the hottest, youngest undefeated prospects from around the world for you to watch. And we have a new one for you today, guys, out of New Zealand, Andrei Mikhailovich. Let's talk about this kid. He is 24 years old with a professional record right now of 17 wins with no losses and 10 KOs. He's 24, 5'11 and a half with a 74 and a half inch reach. He's ranked 1 out of 3 in the middleweight division in New Zealand, and he's ranked 86 out of 1,453 in the world. He has just signed a promotional deal along with stablemate Jerome Pampalone, who we'll be talking about tomorrow. He signed with Dean Robert Longran from MNZM, who is a former professional rugby footballer and a current events promoter. He is the promoter of Jeff the Hornet Horn, who won the WBO welter world championship against Manny Pacquiao back in 2017. And he was one of the co-promoters for the David Tua versus Shane Cameron fight. So they've been picked up here, man, by a pretty good promotional company out in New Zealand. He is training at Peach Boxing under Isaac Peach, who we do know to be the coach of none other than Miyamoto, our female champ here that we have on the show many times. This kid's got a great story. Before we get really into it, Cedric, you want to touch on a bit of the way that this man boxes and the good things that you see about him?
Yeah, man, he's traditional boxer, orthodox stance. He doesn't, he's a what like to call a textbook boxer. He doesn't really do anything flashy, but he does most things good and properly. Good jab. He's part of this. I was gonna say I see him do the Mayweather defense with the hand down. I always say it's going to be interesting to see. It's easy to do that at the lower ranks, but it's going to be interesting to be able to maintain that as your competition increases. But for the most part, he does look good. Obviously, he's undefeated right now, 12 knockouts, so he has a good power to his punches. And yeah, man, and a good educated jab, which I definitely like to see. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to follow his career.
Yeah, definitely. And, life wasn't easy for this fighter early on, but he's defied the odds to become a fully qualified engineer as well as a national champion in just 2 years. The rough start was made a little bit easier back in 1999 when he and his twin brother, Nicola, were adopted from a Russian orphanage where they were just 18 months old. His dad is an intensive care paramedic who has worked with the Westpac rescue helicopter for decades, and while he saved countless lives, Mikhailovich said no words can describe how thankful he is for the two he rescued 21 years ago. This kid, man, at the age of 11, was already battling substance abuse, man, drinking and drugs, which, wow. Yeah, at such a young age, and he has overcome that, and ended up with a great career in boxing right now. Boxing found him, saved him. It's the thing that drives the force that keeps on going. And honestly, I'm super excited to hear that this kid's now been picked up by a promoter that's going to be able to push him internationally. He only has fought in New Zealand, so it's the only time we'll see before we get to see him on that international stage. And definitely, he's going to be a kid to watch out for, man. He definitely has power in his hand, man. The Russian hammer, his right hand, that right hand from hell, which a lot of people mention. Guys, you might remember he built an impressive 16-0 record, but despite the local success, he had his big moment in the limelight just last June on the Justice Heaney and Paul Gallen undercard when he settled his rivalry with Aussie Alex Hannon via a devastating second-round KO. Clip of the fight has more than 20 million views on the main event Facebook.
Which one? That was who again? Him against who?
Against Alex Hanna, the Aussie.
Alex Hanna, okay.
Yeah. So this knockout, man, was so devastating that on the main event Facebook page. It's got over 20 million views, man. The entire lead up to the fight had been wild. From the bitter press conference where Hannon pointing the gun, the finger gun, bro, pointed it at him during the weigh-in.
Kill you.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. To honestly, a stomach punch before the fight had ended and begun. So, it was a big rivalry, man. It was very public, and you know what? It shifted him into the next level, man. Where 20 million views, that's a lot, man. There's a lot of people to see that devastating knockout. And guys, if you haven't seen it, we're gonna try and drop it for you in the comments, so you don't have to go far to find it. I know Cedric's watching it right now.
Oh yeah, I'm see watching it right now. Wow.
I know you're watching it as we speak, man.
Yes. He caught him with a check hook that stunned him, and then just caught him with like 2 or 3 punches. And he kind of, his opponent, Hannon dropped and then stood up, and the referee came in and called it off. And you can see Andre in his face just smoking, yelling. We gotta get him on the show to talk about that, because that was really sweet. If anybody out there listening right now, if you're in contact with Andrei, Mr. Mikhailovich, can you please let him know we're looking for him? We need him on the show. We need to know about this specific fight with Alexander, about his career just in general.
Yeah,
but we need to know. I always love it. It's always a good fight. It doesn't have to be a title on the line for it to be a good fight. It's a good fight if the two guys just generally don't like each other.
Yeah, man. It makes for some added performance there. Usually when they don't like each other, man. It's one thing to go in against an opponent that you've sparred with in the past and everything, but it's different when you step in there and you do have a hatred for this guy and you're willing to get in there and really bang it out, man. And definitely that fight, man, 20 million views. It goes to show that he's very exciting in that ring. Definitely a great boxer. Definitely lots ahead of this kid, man. And he's overcome so much already. You know what I mean? To be, drinking and doing drugs at the age of 11 and to overcome that substance abuse, to turn your life around to now at 24 years old, be on this world stage for boxing and be on your way to, become international. Definitely home soil, man. The kid's got it. 17-0. Can't wait, man. Can't wait to see this kid in action soon. His last fight, he's fought King Davidson. That's coming off a TKO in the first round. That one was back just April 13th. So this was only a little while ago. 6 days ago, he just got picked up by his new promoter along with his stablemate, Jerome Pampoloni, who we're going to talk about tomorrow. So, guys, you know what it is, man. You're going to join me tomorrow. Same time, same channel, new prospect. Already gave you a preview of who it is. I did preview Pampoloni last year sometime. It's back in the archives. We're going to give you an update on what he's doing, who he's signed with, when his next fight's coming up. But for today, guys, look out for Andrei Mikhailovich, also known as the Renegade. So be on the lookout for the Renegade with his Russian hammer, his hands from hell. Be on the lookout for this kid, man. We'll let you know when he's getting in the ring again soon. Until then, man, it's your man Mike Orr, At4, and man Cedric Benn in the den, bringing you the young, hottest, undefeated, undiscovered prospects from around the world, and the only channel out here doing it for you, so that you guys have somebody to watch for the future of boxing, man. If you haven't yet, hit up talkinfight.com. You know what to do. Like and share, subscribe, buy that membership, get your chance for the exclusive content, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel, new prospect. Knuckle up.